Hello everyone, this is Dawn and welcome back to my channel and welcome to a collective thrift haul. So I had some things sitting around and then I was, well, why don't you go ahead and do a video on them, I said. So here we are. So these are probably things I've collected probably over the last, I don't know, 3 weeks. Probably most of it came from Goodwill, but a few things not. So the first thing I've picked up is this little dish, and I have a weakness when it comes to dishes. So does Sherry at Turquoise Dreaming. We have discussed this. I just love to put just anything in a little dish that is sitting around my desk. Ephemera, you name it. I think they are so versatile. I know I have too many. I should probably resist a little bit. I do have a little drawer of them and then I pull them out when they are needed. But anyways, this here was kind of cool. It's a Pier 1 dish and hand-painted stoneware exclusively for Pier 1 called Petals, made in China. But it kind of reminded me of fall, just really because of the earth tones in it. And of course it's a floral that I love. So that is one of the first things that I picked up. And then here is a heart dish. I was like, look how pretty this is. They're just kind of hand painted. And of course it's in a heart shape. So I thought this was very cool. Zanoli, made in Italy. Don't even know. But anyways, I was like, I kept waffling on this one. And I think I paid like $2 for this one as well. And I was like, you know what? It's got to go home with me. So I picked that up. And then I also got this little tin because it had gorgeous pink roses on it. Corn at Cornflower Crafts. She will appreciate this as well. Look at the sides. How pretty. This one here was 99 cents. And it's got great storage. I don't do as much of this. I've actually unloaded a lot of tins because you really can't see what's in them so much. But I don't know. This one was so pretty. I couldn't pass it up. And you know, crafters, can you ever have too much storage? I don't think so. However, I have found that you do need the right kind of storage. I don't know that that's the right kind of storage, but I want it to be. All right, and then I picked up this package of buttons. No idea if they're vintage or not. I'm thinking probably not, but they were all these kind of whites and ivories, so I thought that was kind of awesome. $1.99 once again at the Goodwill. And then I picked up some linen-y type things, and I found this great little dresser scarf. This one here was 99 cents. This needs washed up, but isn't it so pretty and delicate? I love eyelet. I just adore it. And then this here is another little piece. This was a quarter. It's just, I believe, just a napkin, and it just has this sweet, delicate little cross stitching in the corner of a little rose. So I thought that was really sweet. And then these are so cool. It's a set of 8. This was $4, not at Goodwill, but look at the, first off, the scallops. And these here seem like maybe like a 4x6, 5x7 size, but it's got the green scallops, and they all have the same stitching with the palm trees, little birds, and they are all just so sweet. I was like, look how cute. So I could not resist this. I think that is just awesome, and especially with a tropical design, I am so there. And this here is a very cool, I don't know what these were originally. I don't know if you would call it placemats or just little doily type things, but here, you see the stitching here? That is this and this. They're all the same. It's like about 4 colors. It's white, and then it goes into a blue, a darker blue, another white, and then it's attached to this blue piece. And then there's a couple of these that seem to only have the white here. 2 of these, they just have white. And this was so interesting. I have this magazine. I showed it before when I got it. It's a Somerset Studio, and they have this project in here, which, oh my goodness, it is just gorgeous with all of these blues and pinks and the florals. Number and alphabet books, they call it. And this is the Stamping Tin May, June, July issue. But do you notice the blues that are on here, and then over on this page, like right here, it looks very similar to this, and I've just been admiring this, and it was kind of funny. My husband and I went out to breakfast that morning. I had taken this book with me, and I was really noticing this, and then that afternoon, well, not long after that, I was in the thrift store and then found this. So I was like, well, that was just inspired. So I don't know that I would have picked this up. Maybe I would have if I had not noticed the blues in that magazine spread. So anyways, that was a very cool find. And then I found this little beautiful crocheted, I mean, when you find these things, they're just amazing. This one here was a Goodwill find for $1.99. And I think it's got some staining on it. I'll wash it up, but you know, you can use these as a dresser scarf or cut them up and using them in your crafts, which makes me a little bit sad to say it, but don't they make your projects beautiful? So I found that as well. And then, let's see, I've got a few other goodies here. I picked up this Halloween ribbon for 69 cents, and it is just black, and it says boo all over in purple. Don't know if we can see that on there. So that was cute. And then I have a weakness for playing cards or flash cards. So these are just, you know, an oversized playing card, which I could not resist. I have a drawer full of this kind of thing. So very fun. And of course, I always think Alice in Wonderland, and I just love altered playing card projects when I see them. I just love them. And then I found these postcards right on reverse, and heck, these were a whole quarter. It is a whole booklet of all these same. They almost look like watercolored florals. Place your stamp here, just plain on the back, but it's a whole little booklet. So that was pretty cool. Now this here I found at the Goodwill. It is by Recollections, as you can see. This was normally $15. Can you see Canada prices? $23. But anyways, this is brand new in the package. Does not seem to have ever been opened. And they actually make Halloween shaker tags. So there's a couple of stamps in here, some twine, and then these are the pieces to make the shaker card. You've got some ink, sequins, and I guess maybe just instructions in the back. So I was looking all over it. I didn't notice the price on top. $5, which I thought, is that a little pricey? So I really thought whether I wanted to pick it up or not. But all of the pieces in here brand new with $15 originally. Very cool. I was wondering how old this is or if I saw a year on it. But anyways, I thought that was a really neat find and decided, yep, I'm gonna get it. So that was pretty cool. And then, let's see, I've got some books as well. I will show them last. And let me come back and show you her. This here I picked up. This is like a little case. I must have already taken off the tag. And I love the color of this. It's like a little bit of a metallic plum cherry color. Or dark cherry. Oh, there's the price tag. So it's got a mirror on the inside. $4. It's like a makeup case. And then it's got these little takeout trays, and then the bottom. So I don't know if this is something I will use more for a personal use or here in the craft room, but I could not resist this. I thought that was really great. It's in pretty good shape. Just the inside really needs wiped out a little bit just because it's kind of older and dustier, but it's in really good condition. All right, this here we need to talk about. This is a little doll, and she says Jamaica on her foot. I looked her up to see if she was something. I just kind of searched it, and I searched on eBay, and I didn't see anything else like this doll in particular, but I saw other things that were created. I just Googled fabric yo-yo dolls, and do you see this entire doll is made of these fabric yo-yos, and I love fabric yo-yos. You can layer them with circles of lace and flowers and just build up some really interesting layers. A lot of people do, you know, their wands. How cool would that be to add in there? I don't know that I've ever made a wand actually, but she is a little bit old and dusty. She doesn't stink, but she does have like an old smell, and I don't know if she was just a souvenir gift. She is really darling. It might make me a little sad, but I feel like just washing her up, and look at her little hands. Just washing her up and then just cutting these apart I mean, do you see how beautiful these fabrics are? They're just gorgeous. So I have never seen anything like that before. You can let me know your thoughts about it. And is that terrible to take her apart to use her for her parts? But anyways, I was like, wow, maybe she'll just sit around on a shelf for a while because she's actually darling, but really neat. But yeah, maybe a souvenir from Jamaica, maybe handmade, you know, is maybe, I don't know. Anyways, I thought she was pretty awesome. And then last but not least, I think I've just got a few books to share. I was going to share a couple of other things that I got, which were online purchases, but I will do a separate video on that because there's one item that I'm not particularly sure where I put it. All right, so these books, most of them I think were at Goodwill, maybe a couple from a few other places. Not that it matters, but this book, and I do not need any more books. I just cannot help myself. So I saw this, a little alphabet. And then look at the insides. All of the pages are these illustrated letters of the alphabet. Look at her. I for ice skating. I thought this was precious. M for mask. Happy Halloween, by the way. Isn't this awesome? I love that. S for sail ship. R for rabbit. Oh, cornflower crafts with the rabbit. Oh my goodness, look at her. Anyways, I'm enamored with this little book. And here it's got alphabet. Artist, oh, it just gives you A words. Artist, acorns, apron, avocado, bee, beehives, birds, sea, clouds, crickets, cape, curls. So cute. I wonder if all those other things are in. A for apron. So is. Apron, apples, acorns. Oh, that is so cool. Artist, artichoke, and anemone, ant, and arm. Arm, anemone, ants. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. I think we found them all. Oh my goodness, this book just got cooler to me. And it's a very small size. You can see there's my hand. It's very small. Such a cute book. When was this? I don't think this one was very old either. Maybe 80s? Why do I think that? Yeah, copyright 1980 by Trina Shart Hyman, S-C-H-A-R-T Hyman. Anyways, totally cool. And then this one here is called Simply Alice. I was wondering if it had anything to do, oh, somebody's name is in it. I was wondering if it had anything to do with Alice in Wonderland, but it seems like it's something of a series. So books by Phyllis Reynolds Naylor. So I actually thought, how cool would this be to use the cover? You know, I've had in mind to do something Alice in Wonderland themed, so to keep the title here, but you know, clean this up the best I can, cover that, take out the content, so maybe either do it as an altered book or you know, turn it into just a junk journal and remove the inside pages. So anyway, Simply Alice, that just made me happy. Helen Steiner Rice, oh my goodness, beautiful poems, and of course faith themed. And the image, I have other, oh, there's a really old post-it note in there, nothing written on it. Anyways, so a little bit of stainage on here actually, I'm just noticing, but oh my goodness. So her poems already are just amazing, but the artwork, it's just kind of watercolor, just beautiful. I'm just enamored by these kinds of things. I know so many of you guys are as well. I love to watch hauls by book hauls. So many people do them, but I know Dolly at the Crafty Mermaid Mom, who, Dolly, I hope you are feeling better if you're watching this. I know she has been ill. She did not sound good on her last video, which has been a little bit, so she's been on my mind. And Clarissa of Karamia's Corner, I love when she shows book hauls too. This one here is a Peter Pan book. My daughter loves Peter Pan, my middle daughter. Both, well, all my kids like Peter Pan. But anyways, this is just the story. I have, you know, I pick up if I see like the Disney ones in the Peter Pan. I've got a few of those on my shelf. At some point I would probably like to do a Peter Pan project. Lord only knows when, but I just thought it would be cool to use, you know, the story where it's got more bits and pieces of the story that are more, you know, when you actually see it, you know that you're reading Peter Pan. So that could be great, made into like journaling cards and maybe images on there. So really, it's just the story, nothing interesting, but it's Peter Pan. And then this here was a cool book, The Great Paper Toy Show. My middle daughter, I think, was with me when I found this one. She loved it. My favorite things, well, here, it's actually all of the illustrations in here I've made of paper. So for instance, look at this bathing suit, and it'll just have like a fruit suit, it says. I guess it is a fruit suit. So it'll just have the words here, ready to go robot, and then the robot over here. If the shoe fits, here's a shoe. Just a really simple book. Oh, isn't that precious? Here comes the bride. Hit parade. Just really fun images that could, oh my goodness, summertime it says. A little bikini top. First steps. Oh, how darling is that? Anyways, just a really fun book. Party girl. Mirror, mirror. Oh, how cute. Anyways, mirror, mirror. All right, and then I had this book, and I know I had another sewing book. Just when I see some sewing books, again, I collect things that I want to use in sewing theme projects whenever I get there. Look at the little scissors down here. There's another, oh my goodness, where's the pin cushion? Right here, look at the pin cushion. But just really neat images in here. Older booklet, pretty cool. So I think that is my Thrifty haul. So thanks so much for stopping by and watching. Let me know your thoughts about this awesome yo-yo doll. And thank you, as always, for stopping by and watching. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't. And until next time.